Bárẹ̀lẹ̀ ilé kẹtùjẹ mi CEO Naija FM tó kárí ayé pátá. Bàbá Gàjí Alájí mi kò kú mọ́. Mọ́gàjí òye ọ̀tọ̀ yé mọ́ bàròdé. Dóyin Amọ̀dù Nollywood actress UK and Africa. Àní mo kí ẹ kí ẹ. Èmi ni bàbá tó tó bàbá. Èmi ni bàbá tó ju bàbá lọ.
Àwa ni bàbá tó tó bàbá. Àwa ni bàbá tó ju bàbá.
Àní èmi ni bàbá tó ju bàbá. Èmi ni bàbá kan tó ju bàbá lọ sá.
Àwa ni bàbá tó tó bàbá. Àwa ni bàbá tó ju bàbá lọ.
Ayégun oní Fuji student Fuji àní mo kí ẹ kí ẹ. Dàpọ̀ Fáyéhùnmí ń kọ́ mo ń gbádùn ẹ. CEO Fem Consultant tó kárí ayé. Àríyá Favour àròlé Sunny Adé. Àríyá Favour ẹ bá mi tọ́jú Lékan àríyá mi. Àríyá Favour àní mo kí ẹ kí ẹ. Lájíre ọmọ Agboola Senator Naija FM mo kí ẹ kí ẹ. Dàpọ̀ Williams mi ń kọ́ CEO Tick Foundation mi tó kárí ayé. Dàpọ̀ Williams ọba Yorùbá nílùú London. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ Senior Pastor Lọ́lá Òsínkọ́yà. Ẹ bá mi ké Tósìn Amóní mi. Eléfé originator àní mo gbádùn ẹ. Àní kí wọ́n máa mú ṣe láàyè tó wá o. Evangelist Olúṣẹ̀san Michael mi ń kọ́ bàbá 1010. Ẹ bá mi kí Bísí Kúkú Olúkúnlé o Samuel Fáfọwọ́rà. Àní mo gbádùn ẹ jù àwọn ti Nollywood UK. Àní mo gbádùn yín. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ àwọn Tadé Àga. Prophetess Mọ́túndé Aya George. Prophetess Ronke. Àní mo gbádùn yín jù. Pastor Tọ́pẹ́ Kútì mo gbádùn ẹ. Aláṣẹ Online Food ó kárí ayé. Jenny Pinky Mrs Commonwealth. Isaac Adegbite photographer. Àwọn tí noble people tó kárí ayé. Ẹ̀yin ti Naija àtòkè òkun. Tóyìn Olóhùn Àbíkẹ́ Adé Foundation. Ẹ bá mi kí Fáyéhùnmí Àga.
Hope you are at home. Yes, we're back again on your darling station, Noble People TV. You'll be seeing us shortly now. I'm here with my lovely brother, Dr. Sonny Ahonzi. We are live here now. Yeah. Hello viewers at home. My name is Adebayo Adiaga, popularly called Mr. Noble. I'm here with your man, that is the person, Sonny Ahonzi. You're welcome.
Thank you, Noble. Thank you, Noble People and TV. It is good to be back here today after a short break for a respite, for a long hard work for the whole year. Yes, as the viewer know that this topic is all about economic empowerment. It's all about how to increase your financial capacity to give yourself what is called financial independence. Yeah, spending £100, £1,000, you don't need to scratch your head to see where is the next penny going to drop. Right? It's the ability for us to be able to help you to generate that economic capacity. Yeah, Ade, I know what you're going to ask me now, what the viewer are going to be interested to know. What the viewer are going to be interested to know is what we did last year. Last year was just the beginning to build a momentum, and we built it around what is happening in the financial market. We mentioned that every single day of the week, the financial market was over 5 trillion spending, buying and selling on a daily basis. But who controls that amount of wealth, that amount of money? The bank. And the bank takes huge amount of profit from your money and mine. But what we're trying to do right now is to say, how about if some of that money claw back to you in order to increase your own financial capacity? We were talking about all the mechanics of how the whole financial industry operate last year. But this year, we're now going to get you involved. How you can increase our financial capacity. For example, what can you physically do to be a participant in the global financial market? That is a message for this year. Really and truly, it's all about you, how you can increase your financial capacity.
Thank you, Dr. Sonia Jose. Sorry about the loss of video on this program, but thank God that we are back again. And as you can see, that is Sonia Jose with you. And it's a popular man is going to make us rich. Like he called me this morning and he said, "Oh, Mr. Nobu, you are going to be among the 20 people that we are going to make a millionaire today." And I said, "Wow, God has answered my prayer." If you're going to be one of those people, just sit back and enjoy this program. You can call your loved ones, call all the people that you know you wish well this year, because this program today is going to be a touching life program. Sonny is going to change a lot of people from this level you have to the next level. And that is what this program is all about. It's all about economic empowerment. You need empowerment. Everyone needs empowerment. And that is why he sat down, create this particular program for both of us to be elevated. It's not because of his own selfish interest. And that is why he's here, sitting here today, to give us the techniques on how to get to the top. And Mr. Sonny, thank you so much for bringing this particular program. And again, like over last year, we are on cryptocurrency. What do you have for our listeners and our viewers this year? 2018. Yes.
Okay. What I have to say at the beginning, this is very, very important. The information I'm going to disseminate today, it is not an advice, it's not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a professional accountant for over 30 years. What I'm providing is information only for you to explore, for you to find out, for you to investigate, and for you to be able to make some measure of decision that can help you to increase your financial capacity. And the second thing is, I am not wishing anybody, Happy New Year, or wishing somebody 2018, or just a mantra, just a sort of prayer that are not really meaningful. May God help you, but you're not really actually putting your mind and heart into it. What I'm actually providing is practical information, right? For example, if you really, really want to make money, sleep less, not more than 6 hours a day, right? For you to wake up and be active. If you want love, yes, show unselfish love to, your relatives, the people that you meet on a daily basis. Finances, create a budget for yourself. Don't overspend more than what you are earning, right? And also save some money into some recurring asset that will enable you to generate future income, right? That's just my little sort of information I'd like to give you initially before we actually embark on our financial capacity program. Now, also for those of you, the viewers, internationally and nationally, our contact number is already flashing on the screen. But if you want to have a personal conversation with myself, Dr. Sonia Jose, my number is +44 788 66 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. So what did we do last year? Well, we run through all about Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, what is actually happening. But what we did, they actually said, how do you get involved? how do you benefit? Now, what I'm going to be doing this time in 2018, I said 2018, where will it take you? That is the whole idea. Now, is it going to take you on the same path that you've been going through traditionally? Remember what he's saying, if you keep on doing the same thing, do not expect a different result, right? So my statement right now to you, my message to you is do things differently. Change the whole rhythm. Yeah, move on a different path. Create an awareness within your own environment. Listen carefully. Watch observatory, observation, and act according to the people that are positive, that can have some positive influence and impact on your life itself. Program like our program, which is going to be done on a weekly basis, every Thursday, 7 to 8 p.m. or more or less, will help you. We provide with a lot of nuggets, a lot of information, because you know what? Information is powerful. People always say, yeah, you're lucky. You know how we define luck? L-U-C-K. Is labor under correct knowledge. Right? If you have the correct knowledge and you labor for it, guess what happens? You get results. So that's what we did last year. Overview of what is actually happening. But let me tell you one thing. A lot of people think that cryptocurrency, or what people regard as Bitcoin, is a scam. And that is going to die away, it's going to die off. Since 2009, this has been the dream of so many people. But let me tell you one thing. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Before Christmas, listen to this. No, actually, this time last year, let me give you these statistics. This time last year, the total value of cryptocurrency market was 17.6 billion US dollars. 17.6 billion. 17. Do you know how much it is today? Well, I have not actually watched it in the last 5 minutes because it changes on a minute by minute basis. When I watched it when I was in my office today around about 4 o'clock, just guess how much it was. It was 761 billion.
That's a lot of money.
Can you imagine the exponential growth? And a lot of analysts are now saying that the cryptocurrency market will grow to over 1 trillion in the next 3 months. And this is an interesting thing that you also need to know, the viewer. The value, the total value of cryptocurrency within the last 4 or 5 years is greater than the value of Google all put together. How can you beat that? So, and it has not even started. It's actually just the beginning of the growth of cryptocurrency. Now, we did define last year what exactly cryptocurrency is.
Yeah, let me just come in now before you go on to it.
Yeah.
And for those people who are calling now, please, I will want you to hold on for a while while Dr. Sonia Jose explain much to us, please. And I will get back to you. Thank you.
Very good. Well, simply, cryptocurrency is, you can imagine you have a Visa or a MasterCard. What are they used for? The Visa and MasterCard. The payment system. If you want to travel from here to Abuja, you want to travel from here to Auckland, you want to go to Beijing in China, you want to go to Tanzania you want to Republic of Congo. If you have your credit card with you, what can you do with it? Visa or MasterCard. You use it to make payment for goods and services, correct?
Yeah.
You don't need physical cash. Information on those your card is encrypted in that chip. Hence, with cryptocurrency, the information relating to that is encrypted in the chip that you can use just like a Master or a Visa card. Think about it this way. Cryptocurrency are the advanced payment system of a Visa or MasterCard. Does that explain it simply? It's an advanced version, but it is cheaper and faster than the payment of a credit card. Just to give you an example, let's say you're going to buy 1 million worth of goods and services from a vendor. How would you settle that payment? You go to the bank, right? Correct? The bank, for 1 million, the bank might charge 3% minimum. That would cost you £30,000 on a 1 million transaction, right? And it may take about 2-3 days before the money will really get to the vendor's account, the merchant. The goods can be taken, yes, if the payment has been guaranteed or secured. But if you use the cryptocurrency to do exactly the same payment, guess what happened? When you made that payment, I generate that payment paying to you, the seller of the product. When I made the payment to you, the payment reaches your account instantaneously. The payment is in your account. The charges is going to be 0.00001. For 1 million, I will need to pay not less than £1,000 as charges. Can you compare the two? So the dynamics are this. When you go through the traditional way, the cost of transaction is exorbitant and disadvantageous both to the seller and the buyer, and ultimately you and me, the consumer, because they have to cover their costs, right? Whereas if you use the cryptocurrency platform to do exactly the same payment, the cost of that transaction will range between £100 to £1,000 on £1 million worth of transaction. You can imagine the enormity, the amount of money that is being saved by the buyer and the seller, and ultimately, by extension, you and I, who are the consumer of that particular goods and services. Because we're going to pay for a cheaper product. Sorry, the price of the product will be cheaper compared to if we have used the traditional way. So this is the dynamics. This is the economic reality of the cryptocurrency. It is not about coin, physical coin. It's simply a payment system that is used to effect payment for goods and services globally.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ahonsi, for all your explanation. And you're talking about training and training. Is the training free, or there is a stipulated price for that?
Okay, now this is what I want to do this year. Last year, between August and December, we've been able to support so many people to generate just over £1 million, £1 million into their account in the cryptocurrency market. Training, support, and everything else. Around about 5 people, right? Between August and December, just gone. This year, I'm retiring this year, half of the year. On the 30th of June 2018, I'll be a retired general. Then I'll then be supporting in the field, train as many people as possible. My mandate between now and June is to generate, to convert about minimum 100 people to become millionaires in the cryptocurrency market. That is my mission. 6 months window to create 100 millionaires within the cryptocurrency. So to be able to do this quite effectively, what do I need to do? Number one is to provide a lot of more information, and secondly is to provide training. How do I develop this training? Well, I've now developed a lot of training program whereby we can support people to say, yes, you can actually become a trader in cryptocurrency. You will know how to buy, you know how to sell. You will know the different platform you can use to buy and sell. Not only that, you'll be able to learn and educate yourself to become what is called a financial analyst within the cryptocurrency environment. Now, let no mistake about this. The only way you can empower yourself economically is to empower yourself with knowledge and skill that is required. And this year, this is what I'm trying to provide. Yes, I have training program coming up. I have one coming up on the 13th of January 2018. That's going to take place at Stratford in London, Holiday Inn at Stratford in London. Or you can contact me also, the details of this particular training and the presentation on +44 78866 25549. That is +44 788 66 25549. For venue and the time of location. But for venue for this particular one is Stratford Holiday Inn in London, E15, and it starts at 10 a.m. sharp and it finishes around about 6. I'll be available all day running workshop presentation so that people can benefit and hear information and see what they can do. That for the 13th is free of charge. I have a training workshop coming up on the 20th of January 2016, Saturday the 20th. This is a pivotal date for you to come and learn and understand how the cryptocurrency market works, how you can become a trader yourself, how you can buy, how you can sell, when you can buy, when you can sell, and how to develop the pattern. Watch your community to work, watch you're sleeping in your bed at home, while you're watching TV, you can place a trade or ability for you to be able to open an account on cryptocurrency. You become like an investment banker in your own right. That's my mandate. Remember where I defined luck earlier? Luck, L-U-C-K, is labor under correct knowledge. So my mandate is to provide with that knowledge, that capacity, that level of education that will enable you to actually work on yourself and do exactly what I am doing. Then you can snowball all of that impact on other people so that you can create, both of us together, we can become millionaires and we create multiple millionaires within the financial market itself. So that's the mandate for this particular year. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, starting from next Saturday and the upper Saturday. That's what we're going to be doing.
If you're sitting there and you're listening to Sonia and Onze vividly, you will know that this year is a year of prosperity for everyone if you really want to be. And Mr. Sonia Onze, Dr. Sonia Onze.
Doesn't matter, just call me even Sonny. Don't believe me. Okay. Yeah. It's much easier. People have professor, fellowship, whatever it is. Forget all of that.
Okay,
right.
That's fine. That's fine.
Keep it simple.
That's fine. Yeah. So when you're talking about training, what are the topics? I'm going to ask 2 questions.
Yeah.
What are the topics that will be treated on that day or those days, and where and when? Like you mentioned on this January 20th.
Yeah.
And where and the topic that will be treated on that day.
Okay. I think this is very, very important now. Very good. First of all, I will, on the training day, I'll give people the background of the cryptocurrency market, the involvement, the development, why it was developed. Then we'll learn some technical jargon like the blockchain, what does it mean? ICOs, initial coin offering, what does it mean? And the cryptocurrency itself, what does it actually mean? All these are a lot of terms that jargon that confuse so many people, many viewers and many listeners alike. I was in that confused seat about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, right? I didn't understand. I was at best an agnostic when it comes to crypto market. just like many viewers and listeners, I was thinking, oh yes, these are some scammers have actually they at it again. Yeah, I be an accountant. Can you imagine be a professional accountant being skeptical? How much more would you expect people who are pilot, who are medical doctor, who are not financial expert at all? But now that I've learned the art of investing a lot of money on myself to educate myself, I begin to understand. I have now become aware of exactly what it is. But it's not just about creating the awareness. It's not just about me knowing, but it's all about also taking the first step, actively seeking for knowledge. And yeah, I have spent more than £20,000 just training myself over the last 18 months, attending different seminars, different conferences, in order to understand what the cryptocurrency market is all about. Now that I've understood that, I'm now placed strategically to be able to support other people, to provide training. The one for the 13th of January, which is next week, Saturday week, that is going to take place at the Westfield Holiday Inn, Stratford, right, in East London. It will start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and that will finish at 6. So I will be on hand on that day to collect a lot of questions. That's not a training day, that's just for presentation, creating awareness. But the actual training proper, substantive training section will take place the following Saturday, the 20th of January 2018, at the same hotel in Stratford, Holiday Inn, Westfield, Stratford. Again, that one will kick off from 10 and it will finish 4 p.m. with question and answer. Maybe you can drag up to 6, 7, 8. Once I'm at 8, once I'm in my element, believe me, I can go on to 10 p.m. It doesn't really matter. But the official time is going to be 10 to 4 on that day, on the 20th.
On this particular program, or what's it called, the training, who are the people that can attend? Who are those people that can attend?
Okay. I say to everyone, you don't need especially training. You don't need any experience. You can become an accountant, a lawyer, a doctor, a road cleaner, yeah, the school dinner lady. Anybody from any hemisphere can attend and benefit from the information and the knowledge that we're going to be providing on those 2 days, that can help them to be on that plane that will take them all the way to the financial cryptocurrency land, where they can empower themselves financially. Anyone from any quarter. They can be a school, you can be a student, you can be somebody who is working. Anyone.
Yeah, thank you so much. If you are just joining us on this program, this is Economic Empowerment on Noble People TV, organized and presented by Sonny Ahonze. Yeah, my name is Adebayo Ade, popularly called Mr. Noble. I just want to give a shout out to those people who are watching us at home, and those of you who are watching us from work, anywhere you're watching us from. And this is economic empowerment for you and for me to be elevated this 2018. And thank you to Dayo Benro for joining on this program. Shewo Debi, thank you so much. And Oluwa Yetunde Olushola Oluyinka Okeshala, so pardon me for that. Thank you for informing us earlier on about the visual of this program. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we have Adeniro Abib Adeni. Thank you so much, all the way from Lagos, watching us live here. If you want to buy a property in Nigeria, you need a property, you need a landed property, house property, believe me, that's the right place for you to go. We'll be bringing this particular information for you soon on this program. And KB Kenti, thank you so much for being part of this program as well. Yomi Jegede, thank you so much. Yomi Jegede have a question for you.
Okay.
It said, what day is the training again, please?
Right. We have a normal presentation on the 13th of January, which is not this Saturday, the Saturday week. And the training itself, substantive training itself, which is being paid for, I will mention the cost in a moment, right? That's going to be on the 20th of January, 2016. All of them are going to take place in London, Stratford Westfield Holiday Inn in London. The one for the 13th is free. Yeah, anybody can come. Starting from 10 a.m., finishes at 6 p.m. All right, with question and answer that could stretch until 7, 8, 9. Right, I'm going to be on hand all day. Then the one for the 20th, that one is going to create a value for you. But that's proper training for how to become a cryptocurrency analyst yourself. You can become a trader in cryptocurrency.
Thank you, Yomi Jagede. Hope you've heard about that again, and I hope to see you there that day. And again, Olushwa Shegun Ayomiku, thank you so much for being part of this program. And our pastor, senior pastor Lola Oshikoya, thank you for joining us on this program. And if I didn't mention your name, please pardon me. I believe that name has really moved on. Abe Solomon, thank you so much for being part of this program as well. You said something about 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I believe it's because of those people who cannot make it in the morning. They can be able to come in the evening. Is that why you did something like that, or you just decided to run it all day? Because you know, in London, a lot of people will not have time in the morning, and they will have time. Are you doing 2 segments?
Right, I'm actually doing 3 segments. One we start at 10, finishes around about 12. Another one we start at 1:30, 2 o'clock. It finishes at 3 o'clock. Then another one we start from 3. It finishes at. Then there will be a composite area whereby people will ask questions and everything else. If you can come for the whole day, that's great. But if you can come for the afternoon part of it, that's equally great. You will see benefit because I have put it into the different sector. Yeah, like you say, it's to create what is called adaptability and flexibility for those people who can attend. But the one for the 20th is a whole stretch from 10 a.m. right? Don't be late till 4, 5 p.m. right? That is a training program. In the morning section, first part of the morning session will say, it will give you an overview of what the cryptocurrency is all about. Then the second half of the morning section will start on how to trade. What do you buy? How do you buy? What do you observe? It's all about giving you the right information. Then you can go home and explore. By next week and the week after, guess what? You become a trader, trading on your own. You're going to be like me. Yeah, and also supporting other people as well. So this is the whole thing. Yeah, that 100 people who want to turn into millionaires between now and June, we need to do it together. Hurry up quick.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us on this program. And I said earlier on that if you want to really talk to Sonia Honzi, actually give us a little time so that we can have a vivid knowledge of what we are talking about. So we don't really want him to be distracted. Thank you so much. And like on the 13th, I know you are still coming back here on Tuesday. That should be, you can still talk more about on the 13th for all our viewers to know. And tell us more about how to trade on ICOS. And what is the full meaning of ICOS?
Very good. Okay. Just before I got there, because I haven't mentioned actually the cost implication for the training.
That's on the 20th. On the
20th. The cost of that day per person is £600, which is, well, I think I quoted it at 5999.9. But for every single viewer who are watching this program, right, and all the other connective friends that you may bring along, is reduced to £299.99, literally about £300 for the whole day. That whole day will give you exactly what you needed to actually put you on the journey of actually becoming a cryptocurrency trader in your own right. Yes, throughout the year, this training is going to be run once a month. And we are actually organizing some training program to be delivered in Ghana within now and March. And also we'll cross over to Nigeria. In Nigeria, we're hoping we're going to do either in Lagos or Port Harcourt or in Abuja. And the one in Accra will be done in Accra or Kumasi. So this is going to be covered between the period of March, in the month of March. So Africa will never be left out in this program. I'm going to be in Dubai next week on International Summit on cryptocurrency. So you're going to have everybody from all over the world will descend into Dubai itself from next week. And that is going to be a lot of, people coming in professional, who be trading for the last 6 years. Some of them have been trading as early as last 2 years. Some of them are just as good as I am. But I'm going to go there. You know what to do? I'm going to go there to absorb more knowledge and more skills so that I can support many people at the same time. Like I said to you, personal development is the only gift you can give to yourself at any point in time. That's what differentiates you from being a chicken to become an eagle in your own field. Knowledge.
Yeah, like my father used to tell me, that said knowledge is wealth.
Yes, it is.
Don't forget to tell us about the ICOs.
Okay. Now, this is some of the things I'm going to actually incorporate into the training program on the 20th. ICOs. This is where you make the big bucks. This is where you make the money. How does it actually work? Well, a lot of coins, Well, let me trade the tradition of ICO and IPO. A company, let's say, Noble, you and I want to set up a company, a private limited company.
Okay.
We set up with Sunny and Noble People TV Limited. It's a private company. By law, we cannot offer our shares of our company to the public. We can only find select few close friends or family who will be interested to put in some money so that we can raise capital, right? That's what happened. But if we want to turn into Sunny and Noble People PLC, Public Limited Liability Company, we had to go through the process of what is called IPO, Initial Public Offering. What that means is that initially we would find some few people, close friends, who will want to become part of the shares. Whilst we're advertising those shares for the public to join, only a few people will be aware of it. Those few people, you give them a price under the market value, IPO. So they become the first fruit to adopt. They call the first adopter of that particular share. Let's say they buy those shares for £1 or £1, £2. When it goes into the exchange where people can be trading on it, the public buy and selling those shares of that particular company, guess what happened to the price? Because of demand and supply, the price shoots up. When the price shoots up, those who actually the early adopted, let's say they buy them for £1 or £2, and now those shares now worth £20. Guess what has happened? You make what is called a huge gain, right? That's the traditional IPO, Initial Public Offering. In terms of cryptocurrency, the name is ICO, Initial Coin Offering. When the promoter of those coins actually came on board to say, okay, look, we're now going to generate some coins. Those coins, they will offer it to close people. They advertise it on Facebook or different places, but only limited people actually know about it. I'm going to give you some examples of some coins that are going through ICO that have gone beyond the ICO. They give it to you for, let's say, 20p per coin. When that coin goes to the exchange, that 20p, listen to this, that 20p coin can be traded at £10, 20, £100, £1,000, £17,000, £20,000 a coin after a few years. Just to give you an example, Bitcoin went through ICO back in 2009, 2010 at 10p a coin, or even less than that. Somebody said, wow, that's the time I would have bought Bitcoin. If you have spent £100 of Bitcoin 8-9 years ago, in 2009, 2010, £100 would have given you 1,000 coins. 1,000 coins today would have made you 15 million US dollar better off. With £100, you can imagine the growth in a short pace of time. So some of the coins that actually have gone through ICO, or they're actually going to be start trading soon. One of them is a naked dollar, right? Not an obscene, that's the name of the coin, naked dollar. If you go onto the website, say naked.technology, you'll find the naked dollar. This coin went into ICO in November, December. It was trading at around about 30p a coin, right? 30p. Which means if you have £100, you can buy 300 coin. If you have £1,000, it will give you 3,000. Today, it's just gone over the ICO. It's going to be on the exchange. The information, the latest information I just got is that it's going to be on the exchange within the next 2 weeks. Do you know how much is actually, if you want to buy it right now on the ICO exchange, it's actually going for almost $2 a coin. You could have imagined if you have invested, let's say £100 into naked coin about a month, 2 months ago, you would have been able to actually get this coin for less than nothing. If you need some, yes, I still have some available that can get to you for a very competitive rate as far as the company is concerned. The other one was Electroneum. Electroneum was another coin that went through ICO very recently. Electroneum was trading for 0.008 cents about a month ago, 2 months ago. Do you know how much it is now? It's about almost 10 cents. So you could imagine just 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, you bought this coin on the ICO just before it goes onto the exchange for 0.008, and today it's 10 cents. Imagine the size of the profit you made within 2 months. So I have some of my clients who bought, one of my clients bought over 800,000 coins. Just imagine that.
That's a lot of money.
Now, that coin goes to $1 in a year's time, that's $800,000 in one coin. If you go to $10, that's 8 million. If it goes to 100, that's 80 million. So the list goes on. So this is some of the things we're going to be helping people to come to appreciate during our presentation and also during our training program, to say when to spot ICO, what they need to look for, the white paper, who are the founder, the background, what it's meant for. All of this is all about information. Remember, we don't advise. We're not financial advisor. We are information provider that will enable you to explore and to get an insight into what really is in Ecuador, so that you can financially and completely empower yourself. That's the name of the game.
Thank you so much. I hope my viewers really understand the ICO is better now. And I'll be going to the next question, but before going to the next question, let me just give a shout out to those people watching us at home. Yomi Jegede just said thank you so much, Dr. Ramonzi. He said thank you for the information. And Jibril Abiola, thank you for joining us on this program. Faith Omoro Dion, thank you so much for being part of this program. Jambata Ismaila Abolake, thank you so much for watching this program. Lolo all the way from Nigeria. Thank you for watching this program, and keep watching Noble People TV. It's a TV station you need to watch to empower yourself, to develop your thinking. This is the best station that you need to watch. And I'll be going to the next question for our Dr. Sonia Onze. How to trade on this exchange, this particular exchange?
Very good. Okay. Now, you see, the time we got here is not sufficient for me to actually start telling you how to trade, because this is a technical skills. Can you imagine you become an investment banker? You cannot do it in 30 minutes. You cannot do it in one day. Hence, the reason why I'm setting up a series of training programs, right? And this is not just for somebody to train for you. This is actually to trade for you. This is actually the ability for you to come and learn so that you can actually buy and sell. The traditional strategy is buy low, sell high. Then it's that margin itself that creates your economic capacity for you. During my training session, we're going to be able to show you exactly how to watch the pattern, the graphs of the movement of Bitcoin when it got to the troughs and the valley and the mountain, the valley and the mountain. So when you actually buy, when you place, yeah. Now, when it comes to these, you need to be able to see the pattern. For example, just to share with some of the viewers, from around about 12 midday here in the UK, the value of most of the cryptocurrency drop between 12 and 4 o'clock. The value usually drop. Why is that? Because at that point in time, the Americans are still sleeping, and because they're about 6 hours behind, and the Chinese have already finished work. They are 8 hours ahead. So you have a differential margin of about 15 hours difference. So only Europe and Africa will be trading, because the price of this cryptocurrency are sensitive to demands and supply, and they can change all of a sudden within a second. It can go up. People can make £1,000 in seconds because it changes, rapidly. So this is some of the pattern we're going to help people to come to appreciate. In fact, even some viewers in Nigeria and in Ghana, in Tanzania, and part of African countries, if you want to organize some group, we can specifically come and train them for you. It's not a problem at all. And some of them one-on-one, we can do some Skype training so that you can benefit also. So you don't need to physically be in London. And on that day, we will try as much as possible to see if we can actually, scream the, televise it and see the possibility of benefiting so many people. But before we can give people the ability to log on, which means they have to pay for the workshop before we open it up to everyone. But what I'm trying to, geography, distance should not be a barrier for you to come and learn and to join us in London here live on the 20th.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sonia Onze. And I hope my viewers at home, you are really enjoying yourself. I have a question from one of our viewers from Shewodebi. He said, number to contact Mr. Sonia Onze direct.
Okay, all right, I'll give it to you. If you are not in London or wherever you are, it's +44 788 66 255 49. That is +44 788 66 255 49.
Thank you. Hope you've catch that. And I believe after this program, you can still email us or send us a message. We can send it. You can send the number to your inbox. And do we have any other business that can interest viewers?
Yes, I mean, you see, I'm an entrepreneur for over the last 40 years, and that's what I know how to do. So, entrepreneur creates other entrepreneurs. So my mandate is not just for me to know how to make money, but it's to actually help other people to do exactly the same. As I'm here right now, I make money. If I'm driving on the road, I make money. Some analysts have researched that a lot of wealthy people around the globe, a lot of seasoned entrepreneurs, people like Donald Trump, people like Warren Buffett, people like Dangote, people like Nana in Ghana, people like all the different
Even
entrepreneurs.
yourself, people like yourself.
Even myself.
And myself as well.
Plus noble people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Average millionaires, they run 7.3 businesses in any one given time. Why is that? Well, they don't rely on one business because there could be a structural shift in that particular industry. Guess what happens? Then trade goes down and the business suffers some financial reversal. But when you have other businesses which are properly coordinated and harnessed strategically, you can feed in all the other business. Just imagine Dangote. Dangote doesn't do cement only. Supposing there's an adverse economic situation in cement industry, he went back on his transportation. He went back on financial. Look at Warren Buffett, exactly the same. Look at Donald Trump, exactly the same. Alan Sugar, Nana in, yeah. So all the different entrepreneurs ensure that they embark on various businesses. For me, I also provide support and information on how you can get mortgage for a new buyer. And for those who already got mortgage, they want to raise some finance, I can help you to create liquidity within your property, with your asset, personal loan, yeah, personal mortgages, all of that we can provide. We'll provide other services like, immigration services, right? What that means, somebody had immigration issue, yeah, we have lawyers who are working with us on our board that can actually work and they pay us handsomely for it. We have recruitment agency whereby we actually recruit nurses, doctors, carer into homes in England, Wales and Scotland and Northern Ireland. So all these are the different businesses within the same empire, which you can call a conglomerate or a business empire that can generate different sources of income at any given point in time. So all these are the supporting services, and some of my training actually encompass, details some of the things that you can do differently. Because let's face it, you only need what is called core rigidity. I'm an accountant by profession. Then I bring in other ancillary trade and other partner. Then I outsource those competencies. But I maintain one core rigidity, accountancy and finance. Within that, then I branch out to all the extension and I become a jack of the relevant trade and the master of all of them in that sense.
Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying yourself at home. And this is economic empowerment for all our viewers at home to be able to elevate from that particular point where they are to the next level. Hope you really enjoyed yourself this week. And if you're just joining us, it's all about economic empowerment for all, not only the youth. People just believe empowerment is for the youth alone, even for the old, no matter what. And as you've heard from our doctor, said not only that Bitcoin that he's doing, other business that is there that he has mentioned, please don't hesitate to contact him. The number is flashing on our program now. And Otuba Oluyinka Waheed, thank you for watching this particular program. Ola Tempo Alashipe, thank you all for watching this particular program as well. And before I will round up this program, I will quickly tell Sonny and Honzi to quickly run the time again. Like what time should we be there on the 13th and on the 28th as well? And what are the things that entails? What are the things that we need to come along with?
Okay. Now, on the date of the 13th, it's just for you to come and listen to the program.
That is free.
Okay, that is free, right? starting in the morning, 10 o'clock. And if you want to come in the morning, or you want to come at 12, or you want to come at 3, yeah, I will have different slots for all the different, to cater for everyone. That's going to take place at Holiday Inn in Westfield, Stratford, London East. In fact, London East Stratford is one of the trendiest locations on the globe, the Olympic Village, as you may know. Then another one going to take place, same on the same Stratford, Westfield, Holiday Inn. That is a training proper. That will commence 10 o'clock. Don't be late, right? It will start right on time, right? There's no personal timing. It's all about the timing for the program. I don't believe when people say African time. There's nothing like African time at all. It's about personal time. Not your personal time, but the time for the program is 10 o'clock a.m. and it finishes at 4. Question and answer, it will finish at 5. On that day, what I need people to bring along with them, they don't need notepad, they only need their computer. Because on that day, I'll be able to demonstrate to people how they can open a cryptocurrency account for them and how they can start trading. So remember, what we are trying to do is to actually give you that skills down the line for you to become even like an investment banker, but investment banking in cryptocurrency. You become a trader in the comfort of your own home, in the comfort of your own office. If your employer allows you to, during your break time, you can place a trade during your break time. You'll be able to buy and sell. So a computer, a laptop is what you need, plus of yourself, of course.
And we have to be considerate when we are doing things sometimes. Like for those people who doesn't have that time to come on that day, do they have any opportunity to watch it on social media or their TV? Are you bringing any live?
Yeah, but because this is a paid workshop.
I mean, the one that is free.
The one that is free, they can actually watch it. Yeah, there's going to be a Facebook page.
I'm talking about the free one.
Yeah, there's going to be a Facebook page and so forth. Okay. Even for those one that is actually people have to pay for, we can also customize some Skype training for people to at a reduced cost. Rather than they pay maybe $2.99, then they pay £99. We provide them with an hour, 2-hour sections, open the account for them, facilitate them progressively for them to become competent in terms of, because once you train you, then you can train, cascade, percolate our training all the way through to the grassroots. So it's all about empowering you, then you can empower other people. Yes, so it's all a graduate, it's all a mutual, existence and coexistence in terms of actually, remember the target you and I have, including the Noble People TV, is 100 people. We want to turn them to become millionaires between now and 30th of June 2018, not 19, within 6 months.
Yeah, we've heard all that from Dr. Sonia Honzi, and we'll be rounding up shortly now, but before I round up shortly, join us on all social media. You can like our page on Facebook, that is Noble People International Magazine, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Noble People TV, and you can also watch us on www.noblepeoplemedia.org. That's all where you can watch us, and you can just join us on any of our platforms. You can give us a message, tell us what we need to know about this particular program, where we need to improve and what we need to improve about it. Thank you so much. I'll be rounding up now, and I want the engineer to press 1 because that's what will take us off from this place. Until I come your way again, my name is Adebayo Adeaga. I'll see you next week on this program. Bye for now.
Mayegun One Fuji, student Fuji, Anemo Kiekie. Dàpọ̀ Fáyéhùn mi ń kọ́, mo ń gbádùn ẹ CEO Fem Consultant tó kárí ayé. Àríyá favour, àròlé Sunny Adé. Àríyá favour, ẹ bá mi tọ́jú Lékan àríyá mi àríyá favour àní mo kí ẹ
See, I
kí
need you to create music.
Lájíre ọmọ agboola sẹ́nitọ́ Naija FM mo kí ẹ kí ẹ. Dàpọ̀ Williams mi ń kọ́ CEO Tick Foundation mi tó kárí ayé. Dàpọ̀ Williams ọba Yorùbá nílùú London ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ senior pastor Lọ́lá Òsíkọ̀yà ẹ bá mi ké.